Football's a game about game speed. How do you prepare yourself to what that requires?
Yeah, well, I think it's just practice. Our approach to practice, I think, is paramount. You know, we always say that practice preparation equals game reality. Exactly what we want it to be in terms of our tempo and our focus going into that, and just being able to execute. You know, when we get to the game, we step on the field on Sunday, we've already performed this over and over again during practice. So much about football is preparation. I mean, you go out there on Sunday with a quieted mind, be able to just play the game that you've prepared all week for.
Does the tempo and rhythm of football heighten your awareness just translating into life? I mean, you're a dad now, you've got no choice probably by that, right?
It's interesting because I feel like, you know, sometimes if you come into work and you gotta be laser focused all the way through, and that in another way it's nice to be able to go home and feel like, oh well, I don't have to be like that right now. But yeah, we do have a 1-year-old now, so I get the 24/7 training experience.
Looking back now, storied record-setting career at Eastern Washington, how did that prepare you for the NFL?
Going to Eastern, I had coaches that came around me that never let me become complacent with anything. Yes, this is good, but this is how you can be better. He's just calling me to something greater than I'm seeing for myself. Look at how much better you can be if you can fix these things and get in there and say, well, this was good, how can I be better?
What did you learn about yourself you never would have seen by the waiting, the wondering, and the rehabbing?
That's a good question. There's a lot of lessons I think I learned through this, but I think if I pinpoint it down, it's that I can't do this by myself. The first thing that comes to mind is just the spiritual battle that goes on when something like this happens. Just reactively is why. You know, what caused this to happen? I needed God. I needed to trust in what my faith was. Just having my wife and son to be able to push me through this. The teammates, the coaching staff, the training staff, strength staff. I mean, I just had a team around me that encouraged me, you know, really showed me how important it was to have the people around me that God's really placed in my life, seeing how much of a blessing that is.
You ever consider Jesus Christ being a playmaker in lives?
He might just be the greatest playmaker that's ever lived. Restoration, redemption, sacrifice, you know, what he laid on the line to change the world forever. You can't find a better playmaker than Jesus Christ.
Kupp, who is he to you?
I don't think there's words to really, at the very basic levels of my life, as a husband, as a father, a football player, knowing how much of a failure I am at these things. If it wasn't for my faith, if it wasn't for knowing that Christ has told me who I am in his eyes, and know that no matter how far short I fall on all these things, that he's bridged every gap and that he's called me to even greater things.